Hello dear students. So today we are going to study about organic evolution. So very first orderly changes carried out into one generation and they get passed on to the next generation. That is nothing but inheritance. Okay. So as we know, inheritance and variation go hand in hand. That means if there is inheritance, no doubt there is always variation also. Okay. So organic evolution can be defined as slow, gradual, continuous and irreversible changes through which the present day complex forms of the life get developed from pre-existing simple life forms. As we have studied, the first cell, okay, get formed into aquatic life. That means in the water, first cell get formed. That means, see, aquatic life was first get established on the earth, which was unicellular, and gradually we can say complex multicellular organisms get formed. We studied about plants also in detail in last year in 11th standard. That time also we studied about conquest of land. That means algae get formed in water. Then bryophytes get formed, they are known as amphibian plants. Then pteridophytes get formed, they are known as terrestrial plants. And then complexity goes on increasing, like in case of gymnosperms as well as in form of angiosperm. So till now we can say that human beings are the most complex forms on the earth. Okay. So this organic evolution was studied in detail by Darwin. Okay. So here organic evolution we are going to study with the help of Darwinism. So Charles Darwin, he put forth the theory about descent with modifications. Descent, that means goes through the generations, but the inheritance is with modifications. So see, we know that there are so many generations, and after generations all the characteristics get inherited. Okay, so we know that humans are developed from ape, okay, and ape are developed from monkey, and there are so many evidences as you have studied in 10th standard. Most of them are, see, the evidences like morphological evidences, anatomical evidences, paleontological evidences, embryological evidences, okay, as well as connecting links. Okay, all these are considered as evidences for the evolution. That is nothing but organic evolution. So let us have some of the theories of Darwin's. Okay, along with Darwin in 10th standard you have studied about the Lamarck. Okay, Lamarckism, that is nothing but the inheritance theory, okay, given by Lamarckism. So Lamarck put forth the example of giraffe. Okay, long neck of giraffe get inherited in the next successive generations. Like that, Charles Darwin, who was the naturalist, he travelled throughout the world. Okay, from 1831 to 1836. In these years, he travelled a lot across the world, okay, and put forth his observations in the form of some of the theories. So the Origin of Species by Natural Selection was the book published by him, okay, in which he explained well with his observations. One of the observation of his is very famous, that is nothing but the Darwin's finches, okay, on Galapagos Island. Okay, so speciation, that means formation of new species, is derived from pre-existing lives. Okay, that means one of the living organism get changed, get modified, and such a change modified organism is nothing but the precursor of the new species. So here we can say that the human population without modification is not possible. Okay, so he also influenced by, see, he carried on experiments on animal breedings as well as plant breedings, and he observed the characteristics that are taking changes or going to change in generation after generation. So Darwinism is the collection of all his observations and principles given by him. So the book, you have to remember the name of the book, The Origin of Species by Natural Selection. And these are some of the principles of Darwinism. They are: first, overproduction, struggle for existence, organic variation, natural selection, and origin of new species. Okay, so here first of all we will study about overproduction. So Darwin observed that overproduction is the cause, is the basic principle of the origin of new species. That means tendency of overproduction, see, leads to, yes, struggle for existence. Here I will give you one of the examples. See, thousands of eggs can be laid by a frog, or salmon fish produces about 28 lakh eggs, okay, in his reproductive age. So are there really 28 lakh salmon fish in the next generation? Definitely not. Okay, the life of elephant can be considered. Yes, you know, elephant is the, yes, with the very high longevity of the organism. Okay, so we can say if suppose 250 years is the age of elephant, a pair of elephant, then they can produce about 6 lakh new offsprings. So is it possible? Definitely not. Okay, that means no survival of 6 lakh new elephant is possible. No survival of 28 lakh new salmon fish is possible. Okay, but see, every organism has the tendency of overproduction. Now my question is, which organisms has a tendency of overproduction? Definitely lower organisms. Okay, lower organisms have a tendency to overproduction. Why? Because the chances of survival are least. They are with least chances of survival. Okay, म्हणजे जेवढा ऑर्गॅनिझम लोअर असेल, विथ लो कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी असेल, तेवढे चान्सेस ऑफ सर्वायवल कमी असतील. मग जर चान्सेस ऑफ सर्वायवल कमी आहेत तर डेफिनेटली काय असायला पाहिजे? ओव्हर प्रोडक्शन मस्ट बी देअर. ओके, सो ऑल द lower organisms we can observe, they are with overproduction. Okay, now next point is struggle for existence. The tendency of overproduction leads to struggle for existence. Okay, the members of population for limited supply of food to overcome adverse environmental conditions or for the space or to escape from their enemies. Okay, so they struggle for their existence. We will have one example as overproduction. We studied about the eggs laid by frog. Okay, thousands of eggs laid by frog, but thousands of frogs cannot get rice from them. Most of them never get hatched. Most of them get eaten by fish. Okay, and few of them may get eaten by any organisms or animals. Okay, so the chances of survival are very low. Okay, so overproduction may lead to struggle for existence. Then struggle for what? Struggle for food. Suppose in a jungle, okay, the very limited area we have to consider of the jungle, and in that area so many of animals are living. Okay, then what will happen? Definitely they will struggle for food. Okay, most of them will struggle for shelter also. They have to struggle to escape from their enemies also. Okay, so food, space, escape from enemies, these are the basic necessities, okay, to live. And for that, those basic necessities to live, they struggle among themselves. Now say this struggle leads to organic variation. Okay, now in this struggle, who will be fit? Who will survive? Those who are with some variations. बरोबर आहे? 101 बेडकाची अंडी आहेत आणि त्यातनं 101 टॅडपोल तयार झाले. 100च्या 100 जगणार नाही आहेत, त्यातले 20-25च जगतील. मग असे कुठले 20-25 जगतील? ज्यांच्याकडे व्हेरिएशन आहे. ओके, दोज हू आर विथ मॉडिफिकेशन्स. So variations means what? That occur in morphology, physiology, nutrition, habit, behavioral patterns. So Darwin recognized these variations as raw material for evolution. Based on these variations, evolution arise. Okay, so see, variations were observed among members of the same species and even in different species. Okay, so always we have to remember that after struggle for existence there is the variation, and variation takes place in few of the organisms. Next is natural selection. Organic variation can serve as an evidence. Okay, so some of the organisms have better adaptation to survive and some of the organisms do not have such adaptations to survive. In the struggle for existence, organisms with favorable changes, okay, selected by nature. For example, here we studied about the 100 eggs of frogs. Okay, so त्यातले 25 जगतील आणि 75 जगणार नाही असं आपण आता म्हणतो. सो असे कुठले 25 जगतील ज्यांच्यामध्ये व्हेरिएशन होईल? ओके, मग त्या 100 पैकी कोणत्या 25 मध्ये व्हेरिएशन होईल? 1 ते 25 मध्ये का 75 का 100 मध्ये? दॅट विल बी डिसाइडेड बाय नेचर. तुम्हाला माझा पॉइंट ऑफ एक्सप्लेनेशन कळतोय का? तर व्हेरिएशन होणार डेफिनेटली आणि ज्यांच्यात व्हेरिएशन होणार तेच जगणार. पण कोणाच्यात व्हेरिएशन होणार हे कोण डिसाइड करणार? ओनली नेचर विल डिसाइड दॅट. ओके, इट इज टोटली डिसाइडेड बाय नेचर. Okay, so the organism which is fit for survival is selected by nature itself. Okay, so according to Darwin, the principle by which useful variations are preserved by nature is called natural selection. And further, Spencer gave the term about survival of the fittest. Okay, so the organism which is selected by nature will definitely survive. Why? Because that organism is fit for survival and it is selected by nature, and that organism is with modifications or variations which are useful for the survival. Okay, now we are coming to the last point of origin of new species. As favorable variations are transmitted from one generation to another, successive generations become better adapted, okay, for survival, as well as gradually this adaptation with few new modifications become fixed in life and finally giving rise to new species. Okay, that means see, here in one generation modification may get arise, and in the next generation that modification get inherited to the next generation. That modification may also with some of the favorable changes, and from successive generations these modifications get inherited. Okay, and after successive generations, say as 10-12 generations, see, this is the original organism, but this original organism in the next generation get modified like this. Okay, this is the modification which is good for survival. It get inherited in the next generation. Okay, further to the next generation, the inheritance is also there, but it is with another modification. This get inherited in the next generation. Okay, and in the next generation that organism may get more modified. Now see, this organism is nothing but the inherited generation of this. Okay, but both of them look different. So this organism can be said as a milestone for new species. This is the milestone for the new species as it is different from the original organism. That means variation, inheritance of variation, yes, through generations may lead to new species. Okay. Now further, there are some evidences for Darwinism. Okay, first evidence you might know about inheritance of the variation. Okay, that means nothing but as given by Lamarck. Long neck in giraffe. Okay, the variation observed in first generation, it goes on descending for the new generations. Okay, so this is the first evidence for the Darwinism. Long neck of giraffe. Second, we studied about the black moth evolved gradually as a new species. Yes, you studied it in case of industrial melanism. Okay, in England, the white moth were there. Okay, when the atmosphere air was free from pollution, but as industrialism increased there, the atmosphere air get polluted, and hence the bark of the trees get darkened. Okay, and for that the white moth get changed genotype. Okay, genetically they get changed and they converted into black moth. Okay, so this is the black moth as a new species. Next, DDT resistivity. In so many years ago, there was a mosquito species which was can be prevented with the help of DDT. Okay, that means they were susceptible for DDT. After spraying DDT, they get killed. But nowadays, after spraying DDT, mosquitoes never get killed. This is DDT resistivity of the mosquitoes. Okay, this is resistivity towards DDT by the mosquitoes. So these are some of the evidences for Darwinism. Now there are strong objections also for the Darwinism. First objection, he considered minute fluctuating variation as principal factors which are not inheritable and not part of evolution. Okay, that means there are some principal factors. So for example, एक जनरेशन आहे आणि दुसऱ्या जनरेशन मध्ये काही चेंजेस दिसले, पण हे चेंजेस इनहेरिटेबल नव्हते, त्या ऑर्गॅनिझमने अडॅप्ट केलेले होते. मग इथे डार्विन थिअरी फेल होते. सेकंड, he also did not distinguish somatic and germinal variation and considered all variation are inheritable. Here we must have to consider about somatic variations. Okay, somatic ऑटोझोम वरती असणारे कॅरेक्टर्स 100% इनहेरिट होत नाहीत. मग असे व्हेरिएशन जर इनहेरिट होत नसले तर डार्विनची जी थिअरी ऑफ इनहेरिटन्स आहे ती इथे फेल होते. सो ही मस्ट हॅव टू डिस्टिंग्विश सोमॅटिक व्हेरिएशन्स फ्रॉम जर्मिनल व्हेरिएशन्स. नेक्स्ट, अरायवल ऑफ फिटेस्ट. ही एक्सप्लेन सर्वायवल ऑफ फिटेस्ट बट ही फेल टू एक्सप्लेन अरायवल ऑफ फिटेस्ट. म्हणजे डार्विननी कोण सर्वाईव्ह होईल हे सांगितलं. ओके, पण तो कसा जन्माला आला किंवा त्याच्यात मॉडिफिकेशन्स कसे झाले हे डार्विन सांगू शकला नाही. ओके, ही डिड नॉट एक्सप्लेन द कॉज, ओरिजिन अँड इनहेरिटन्स ऑफ व्हेरिएशन्स अँड ऑफ वेस्टिज्युअल ऑर्गन्स, नॉर ही कुड एक्सप्लेन द एक्सटिंक्शन ऑफ स्पीशीज. म्हणजे काही स्पीशीज एक्सटिंक्ट झाले ते का झाले हेही तो सांगू शकला नाही. नेक्स्ट, according to the natural selection, new species are formed by gradual accumulation of spatial variations. If it is so, then there should be intermediate forms. That means connecting links we studied. बट इन मोस्ट केसेस इंटरमिजिएट फॉर्म्स वेअर नॉट रेकग्नाइज्ड. म्हणजे काय तर न्यू स्पेशीज डेव्हलप होताना काही ठिकाणी आपल्याला कनेक्टिंग लिंक्स दिसतात. ओके, हे जे युजफुल व्हेरिएशन आहे ते ॲक्युम्युलेट होतं आणि काही इंटरमिजिएट फीचर असणारे ऑर्गॅनिझम तयार होतात. ओके, पण हे सगळ्याच ठिकाणी रेकग्नाइज केले गेलेले नाही आहेत. म्हणजे फ्रॉम फॉर एक्झाम्पल मोलुस्का टू ॲनिलिड ऑर मीन्स ही जी चेन आहे त्याच्यात सगळ्या प्रकारचे कनेक्टिंग लिंक्स ऑब्झर्व केले गेले नाहीत. ओके, मे बी ते प्रेझेंट होते आधीच्या काळात पण त्यांचे रेकॉर्ड्स नाही आहेत. सो वी कॅनॉट से शुअरली अबाउट द प्रेझेन्स ऑफ कनेक्टिंग लिंक्स. Moreover, Darwinism also could not explain existence of neutral flowers and sterility of hybrids. You might know about mule. Mule is the hybrid of horse and that donkey. Okay, horse and donkey are crossed to have, yes, mule. But mule is sterile. Mule cannot have its next generation. So what are the reasons behind it, as well as what are the reasons behind neutral flowers? Okay, so these are some of the objections for Darwin's theory. Okay, so Darwinism, but still having such objections, Darwinism or Darwin's theory are considered as the milestone in the study of evolution. So here we completed about Darwinism. Some more theories we have to study further.